Hello, I'm Leslie Coretti. I'll be your host today, so welcome to Wellness in the Woods. Well, first of all, I want to start off with some things that are happening here in the village. I know there's an awful lot of things to do, so we appreciate when you attend some of the events that have to do with taking care of your health. Remember the Nutrition Club with Frida is the second Thursday of every month. And they hold their meetings at 7 p.m. at Clubhouse 3, Room 1. If you have any questions, please call Frida and find out what is the next meeting going to be about, as they always have very interesting speakers every single month. The Mantra Club, they meet twice every month. And the last meeting of the month is going to be on Sunday, and that will be March the 26th. And they usually have a vegetarian dinner, so you must RSVP. You want to check that out, look for the flyers, and we have the number here for you to call. That is March the 26th, and that is the Mantra Meditation Club. And they meet every single month. We also have for your health and well-being the Gentle Yoga Group. Now they meet every single month at Clubhouse 1 in the Art Room. They meet on Wednesday afternoons from 5:30 to 6:40 p.m. and they will be meeting on March the 8th, 15th, 22nd, and 29th. Whether or not you're new to yoga, it doesn't matter. It's a slow-moving class, and drop-in class is only $2 per class. So that is a great opportunity for those of you who want to learn a little bit more about yoga. Now, the Active Wellness Club is doing something extraordinary this month. We're doing a sound therapy. For everyone. It's going to be great. Lovely Linda, she plays the harp, and actually you'll be able to enjoy the music that your heart makes. It is an extraordinary opportunity. This will be on March the 11th. It is our regular interactive fun, food, and fitness day. The class will begin with gentle exercises on tape with Peggy Cappy, as she demonstrates different movements that you can do if you happen to have arthritis or stiffness. There will be chair exercises to begin the day. And then after that, we'll move into an incredible day of sound healing. And that's same as always, $3 donation at the door. There will be coffee, tea, and cookies, etc. served for your enjoyment. And if you intend to stay for the entire day, you can order lunch for only $5 that will be available for you to order there on the spot and choose what you'd like to eat. So it is a beautiful day of friendship and movement, as well as sound and music this month. So you can look forward to a very, very special day, Saturday, March the 11th at Clubhouse 7 from 10 to 2 p.m. So it'll be a whole entire day, a workshop of movement and sound. Now, lovely Linda is also going to be doing another class that will be starting on the 13th of March. And the name of this class is called Adult Play Shop. And this particular class, we're going to be learning how to express ourselves and our souls. And you'll be finding a lot more about this at the Active Wellness meeting. But this particular class is $10 per class if paid in advance, $15 for drop-in. There is also a material fee. There'll be a lot of coloring involved in this class as well, so there will be different designs and things to color, and you will be able to purchase a deck of cards that you will color as well. So you need to bring a notebook, a pen and pencil to take notes, And this is an ongoing 10-week class because they're going to be covering a lot of material. So look forward to seeing more information in the community on this adult play shop for the soul, which it's called. Now this month, as it's our first month back getting started with all of these brand new programs, we have another series which is incredible. If you are concerned about your memory loss, okay, we're going to have Mind Boosters. This is a 4-week program with 4 or 5 doctors which are going to be coming here to our community from the Alzheimer's Family Services Center from Huntington Beach. It's going to be an absolutely incredible opportunity for you to find. It's research based on a series of proactive approaches to understanding the causes and the risk factors of memory loss. So if you have any question, even they are detecting this much earlier. If you have any questions, you should actually come to the health fair and find out more about it. And if you missed that date already, these classes will start on, I believe it's the 7th of March. And the series will be on Tuesday at Clubhouse 1 from 12 to 3 p.m. in Dining Room 1 or Dining Room 2, Clubhouse 1, Dining Room 2. You may register at any of our active wellness meetings, or you can call 949-209-8846 for more information if you would like to sign up. The total cost for all 4 classes is only $35, and the checks are to be made out to AFSC, and you can mail them in to 3084 Via Serena North in Laguna Woods, or you can email me directly if you'd like more information, lesliecaretti@yahoo.com. As I said, it's going to be an incredible opportunity for you to find out more about Alzheimer's. The very first week, we're going to be talking about understanding memory loss. The second week is going to be extremely exciting because we're not only going to be talking about it, but I believe we're going to be tasting as well. We'll be doing exercises, stress management, nutrition, superfoods, and diet for optimal brain health. So that is going to be an extremely exciting class because not only will we be seeing and asking questions, but we'll probably be tasting some great brain foods as well. The third week, we will have cognitive tools on mental health and mental health resources. With different things like what you can do. I don't know if it'll be puzzles or what, because I haven't been to the class yet, but I'm sure they're going to give us quite a few tools that we can use at home that we'll be able to keep ourselves sharp. That will be the third week. The fourth week, we'll be talking about legal issues and planning for the future. Now, this class normally runs, these classes, all 4 classes together, normally run about $150, and they have graciously found us a sponsor, so the classes for all 4 classes will only be $35. So that is what is happening. Our next health fair is March the 18th, and look forward to finding out more about what we're going to be doing on that day. That's what's happening here in the village this month. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
The world can seem fast-paced and out of control. At the Saddleback College Emeritus Institute, we go at your learning pace, offering a variety of tuition-free and mentally stimulating classes. Explore several academically rigorous courses that will enrich your body and mind. It's never too late to try something new. Apply on our website or by visiting our Clubhouse 4 office or the Saddleback campus. The Saddleback College Emeritus Institute, your first choice for lifelong learning in South Orange County.
South County Adult Day Services, an adult day center unlike any other. We've moved into a brand new building in Laguna Woods. With over 11,000 square feet of open space for you and your loved ones to socialize with friends, engage in physical activities, get the expert care you need, and participate in fun hobbies. South County Adult Day Services. Come visit us at our new location between El Toro and Moulton Parkway, next to Laguna Woods City Hall.
Okay, welcome back. And today we have a very special guest, first time here in Laguna Woods Village, and this is Dr. Sheldon. Thank you so much for coming. I mean, I really appreciate it. No, your mom and I, we often see each other at church, and she talked about you so fondly.
Here we are. Yeah.
And I was so excited to meet you, honestly, because, you know, so many things that she has told me that you have been doing, you know, like she said you do some community service. Mm-hmm. And could you tell me a little bit about that, how that?
Yeah, I work 2-3 times a month at this community clinic in La Habra, sort of contributing my time. And full-time, I'm at my own private office in the city of Orange.
Right, so, and Nancy said also that you were in the military.
Yes, I was active duty for 8 years in the U.S. Army. Pretty much right after dental school, I was commissioned directly as a captain and dental officer, and here I started my military career. Did 2 years in South Korea, and then did my dental specialty training in periodontics and implantology in Fort Gordon, Georgia. And after that, I finished off my active duty time in upstate New York.
Wow.
With the 10th Mountain Division. They're one of the most deployed units in the Army. So I was taking care of 20,000+ soldiers.
Oh my goodness.
I was the only periodontist, and so I got a lot of clinical experience doing dental implants.
Oh my goodness gracious, 20,000
soldiers
yes, you were taking care of on a regular basis. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And you're so young. I mean, I can hardly believe that you've done all that.
35, going on 36 this year. Yeah,
going on 36.
Yeah,
wow,
yeah.
You have so much experience.
I was lucky. I was at a place where there's a lot of service members that have dental needs and periodontal conditions and implants, and so we were able to do a lot of good work. And as some of you know, the dental care and healthcare is free for all active duty members, and so we're able to do good things without having money necessarily in the way. So
yeah, which is great.
It's always
which
good.
Is
yeah,
great, which is great. Which is great. Well, that was one thing that Nancy was telling me, your mom, that you have a lot of new programs that are wonderful for seniors.
Right, and going back to my practice in the service, so the average age for my patients are at 25.
25.
So, right, and I think
and they still need that type of work?
Some of them do. Unfortunately, some of them didn't have regular dental work as they were growing up. So when they come in, they need a lot of work.
Oh.
So, but that's a very different demographic than my current patient population, who are 55 and that's the average, 55 and older. So I had to kind of refocus my practice. So so definitely a lot of geriatric type of care. We need to know a lot more about medical history. When you're working on 20, 30-year-olds, you can almost disregard the medical history because they're very healthy.
Right,
they're in the service. They have to run every morning at 5 o'clock in the morning. So out
they're
here,
very energetic.
Right. Yeah. We have 2 sheets of just all the medication they're on. So we have to definitely. It's a different type of dental practice. And periodontics, we were always kind of doing a lot more surgical procedures. So definitely the overall health comes into play when we're when we're thinking about starting working on people. Right. And so that's when we started to explore what can we help our patient population at this point. So I took over a private office that's been in the city of Orange for about 30 years.
Oh, wow.
It was there since the 70s, and we had 2 different owners, and the original owner retired, And so I bought the practice over from my predecessor, and so most of my patients are been coming in for years. You know, they're every 3 months they're coming in for maintenance, and so most of them are doing okay, but some of them are not. You know, as they are retiring, they lost their dental benefits, and now if they need dental work done, they're cash patients, and so that's very hard for a lot of them. So we signed up with Medicare. We're just exploring what we can do for
Well, let me
people.
ask you this, because that brings up a very important question. What do you recommend as an elderly population here in Laguna Woods regarding their tooth and gum health? What can they personally do individually in order to improve the health, to keep that health of the teeth going? I mean, what would you suggest the number one thing to do?
Definitely, you know, having a regular recall with a dentist of their choosing on a long-term basis will be something that's easily so we can catch things before they kind of go out of hand. You know, a lot of times when, you know, we're busy with lives, and you know, you may forget hearing things. Periodontal disease in particular doesn't hurt. So unlike caries, it doesn't hurt, so a lot of people disregard it for a while, but it's the 50% of the reason why people lose their teeth. The other 50% being caries.
So does that mean that they're not having any pain necessarily?
A lot of times they don't.
Let me ask you this. Is this the type of problem that people get from, like, under the teeth and the gums and, you know, that type of thing, where they don't notice it and all of a sudden?
Yes, it's very much so. You know, we compare that to other forms of systemic diseases, such as diabetes and hypertension. You know, you can someone can go hypertensive for many, many years without any symptoms. By the time they do feel something, some things are damaged. Like, you know, their kidney may have sustained damage from high pressure for years prior. So periodontal disease is very much a silent disease. It's because around the teeth it's always wet, and so you can have inflammation, you can have lots of bacteria, bone loss, and your body is trying its best to keep up with, you know, dealing with it.
Right.
But sometimes it cannot stop the that trend of losing bone, losing gum support around teeth, and then eventually, by the time you notice, oh, my teeth are loose, you know, I'm having abscess, and oftentimes it's a little too late.
Yes, yes. Well, we don't want it to be too late for our residents. So one thing I want you to know, that Sheldon is going to be talking with us on March the 18th. Is that correct, Sheldon?
Right, March 18th.
At 11 o'clock at Clubhouse 7. So you don't want to miss it, because he will be explaining a lot of things about not only how we can keep our health better, but the difference between a healthy mouth and a not healthy mouth. It also affects our whole entire health.
Exactly.
And we want to be really, I know we used to never want to go to the dentist, but times have changed and they're a lot more gentle. And
we're a lot more nicer.
A lot nicer.
Yeah, so bring all your questions.
So bring your questions, and Nancy will be there as well, and she will be able to give you a lot more detailed information on Medicare and all of these type of things, the costs, and how much money you'll be able to save with the new, I guess, laws that have been put into place. Is that correct, Nancy?
Yes.
Yes. So we will look forward to seeing you at our next health fair, which will be March the 18th at 11 o'clock. Sheldon will be speaking. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming.
Us.
I am
Thank
so
you.
excited. And Nancy,
Yeah,
as
okay,
always,
thank you.
I'll see you on Sunday.
Thank you.
But it's just been an honor to have you, and I'm looking forward to having some more experiences and having, you know,
Absolutely.
some more conversations about how we can improve our health.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Okay.
You're watching Wellness in the Woods. We'll be right back.
I caught the toe of my shoe and I went flying into my living room. And instead of catching the couch, I caught it with my rib cage. And I was in excruciating pain.
Honestly, Ann, I would be happy to tell you that Coastal Medical Alert has made my life so much easier. We are thrilled with the product. How do you feel, Mom?
I really feel it saved my life. I could have been laying there still
Welcome back. And we have a guest that you may have seen last year, Suze Angel, with us. She started a brand new class. It is called Brain Body Fitness, and we're in the brand new Clubhouse 2 in the Gravilla room every Tuesday morning at 9:30 to 11 o'clock. And we're just like so happy to welcome her back. The class is almost overflowing, but we still have room for a few more people if you're interested in trying this out. So welcome back again to another year of fabulous training.
Thank you.
I cannot tell you how much the community appreciates you. I mean, as always, every single time we have a class, you come up with something new and amazing that people, honestly, we don't know how you come up with these things that are just off the blue. Let me tell you, what Sue does is she'll ask, what is bothering you? And then she just makes up the class around that. And it's just amazing. You know, it just really is amazing. So, I mean, what can I say? You are amazing. So would you give a little bit of an idea to some people who don't know you as well as I do, you know, a little bit more about the class and what we're trying to achieve?
What we're trying to achieve is to keep people healthy, moving well, and able to adjust, because really, I learned from Moshe Feldenkrais, you talk about flexibility. So what he really said was, it's not flexible bodies I'm after as much as flexible minds. And this is really keeping your brain active. It does it by asking you questions, having you pay attention, directing your attention to parts of your body that you don't really ever pay attention to because they don't necessarily hurt. But because they're constricting your body, they may be causing the pain in the other places, like your neck and your low back or your hips.
Right. And there's always this question that some people have, well, what if I can't get up, you know, from the floor? Well, that's an excellent reason to come to the class, because you will be able to get up. Isn't that correct?
That's what you're going to learn.
That's what you're going to learn.
You're going to learn
Okay.
to loosen the parts up that forgot how to move. And basically, all of us, when we were younger, had a great deal of movement capacity. And if you think of a baby is lying there exploring how to move. This class takes you back to that place. So the movements are anything that a child can do.
And anything a child can do, we can do, right?
But somehow your body has gotten so set. You know, people as we get older, you know, we get set in our ways, right?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. We develop habits. Some of those habits are good and some aren't so good. Not flossing your teeth, that's not a good habit, right? You'll lose them. Well, in a sense, if you don't move your body, if you sit all the time in a lazy boy chair, and you even use the thing to make you get up out of it.
Yes, the little lift.
Your stomach muscles decide that they don't have to work. They get lazy. And other parts of us get lazy too. So what we're really working with is waking up parts of your body that may have kind of gone to sleep, or because we stare so much at screens, we don't even move our eyes properly.
Right. I mean, yes, I understand the computer, the iPad, the texting, it's all like right in front of you. You don't really look to see who's behind you or who's in front of you anymore. It's all right there.
And so then when you go to pass your driver's test and you forget to turn your head, you flunk your exam before you get out of the parking space.
That is so true. That is so true. So, I mean, the class itself is only about an hour and a half. Is it really?
It's about an hour and a half. And what I do in the beginning is I usually work with people sitting or standing. So you really want to integrate what you do lying on the floor with what you're doing erect, moving around, changing positions, and getting in and out of bed. Getting in and out of your chair, you know, sitting on the toilet. I mean, these are daily activities that some people have trouble with. So we start out with that, then we get down to the floor, and if you need help getting up and down, don't worry about it. A lot of people say, oh gee, I need a chair to get up after a class or two. They don't need the chair.
I know, I've noticed that. So it's really never too late.
Never too late.
It's never too late to negotiate getting up and down and all these different movements that we're not really used to doing anymore. It's never too late to try and do them again.
Yeah, it's renegotiating your movement capacity. You may have an idea about yourself, and I have a friend who lives back in Philadelphia in a home with a lot of people who are a lot older than he is. And he used to walk down the halls and he'd say, oh, you know, I look at those people and that's where I'm headed. I said, quit saying that. Saying, I am not going to be like that because I'm doing something. And so he has actually picked up his movement activity, and he's doing much better, even though he has Parkinson's.
Yes, yes.
So, you know, you have something, you say, well, this is, you know, a death sentence. This is like, I'm going to be here. I had a young guy who was in an accident when he was 25. He had been a champion surfer, but he got hit by a car. Almost all the bones in his body were broken.
Oh my God.
And when I was working with him, he had a motorized wheelchair. And he says, I'm not a wheelchair kind of guy. And he did not get in that chair. I worked with him for a number of years. He became a miracle. He could walk. And now 25 years later, he still walks. He falls down occasionally, but he knows how to get up. And he has a beautiful way of getting up and down from the floor. But he applied himself and he made a decision, and he's kept at it. So
that is remarkable. And most of the things that Sue does here, and she is a licensed therapist and works right here in our community in the building next door. But just come on over to Clubhouse 2 and give the class a try. Your first class is free, compliments to our club. And Sue honors people to come and try for one time and see how they like the class. And you may love it. I mean, most of the people that come every week because they really do love it. You really don't need anything. Bring a towel if you like. We do have mats for you to use for the first time that you come. And what else can I say? It's an incredible opportunity for you to loosen some of those stiff muscles and find out a little bit more about your body and your brain and how they can work together. And before we leave, I wanted to ask Sue, I know you have a Qigong master who comes every now and then from China. And is he coming anytime in the very near future?
He'll be here in March.
In March,
He's coming
okay.
in March. He's coming in April. If you're interested, you know, just follow up with me.
Yeah.
And you can always talk to Leslie too.
Or drive, you know, come on by the class on Tuesday, and you can find out more. That is another exceptional opportunity to have a Qigong master from China right here in the village, or actually he does classes in Laguna Beach, which is next door.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in Heisler Park. You're out near the ocean. You're just really feeling wonderful and getting energy from the ocean and enjoying it. It's a fun class.
It's a very good experience.
March 18th and 19th, and then he'll be back again in April and June, and so every so often, every couple months.
Every couple months. So that just give just a little tidbit of information that you might love to try. So Sue, thank you so much for spending a little time with us. And I mean, you help the community. You really do a lot. And so I just want to acknowledge you for that, because there is not enough that I could say about how many people you have helped here in the community.
And so have you, Leslie.
Well,
I am amazed. I'm amazed at what you do.
Okay, all right. Well, we do a lot of things, so it's good that we're working together and helping the community. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Ciao.